behalf of Dilaps UK, Mishcon Derea and Wilberforce Chambers, I'd like to welcome you and thank you for taking an interest in our Dilapidations seminar this evening.
Dilapidations is far from a boring subject to Property Week. The overriding theme we hear from readers is that this is a system dating from 1927 which serves no one very well.
I think at the moment Dilapidations is very antiquated and there's no real mechanism for sorting out dilapidations claims.
Well, I think the way dilapidations have gone, certainly the Act now doesn't represent the current climate nor the current needs of occupiers.
It takes too much time, it costs too much money, and it stops people getting on with their real lives.
You always think in terms of two separate questions. First question, is there a breach? Second question is, what loss is recoverable for that breach?
We think that we've basically got a system that hasn't changed since 1927, and whilst the way things are at the moment might be right for some of the really bigger claims, there's some claims where we could do things a lot more quickly. So we might introduce adjudication, we might introduce some expert determination, we might write into our leases ways in which we can resolve our disputes much more quickly.
Adjudication is much less expensive and much quicker than going to court. It's the very embodiment of promptness. You get a decision in a month. Of accessibility, you don't necessarily need a lawyer to do it for you. And fairness.
You think about how we used buildings in 1927 to how we use buildings today. Occupiers' demands are very, very different. And when you think about the end of a life of a lease, the next occupier will want to use the building in a completely different way. So we need an act and we need arbitration, mediation to reflect that change of use.
Dilapidations are really only part of an asset management tool. And I think that most landlords in the room, and the majority of people here are landlords, are actually more interested in the money than getting the works done.
Dilapidations is complicated, it is drawn out. I don't agree with everything the panel said. I think there are certain things that could be improved, certain things that actually will not happen in the way the panel envisaged.
I think Daniel's suggestions are sensible. I think I preferred his first suggestion, where we move to a system of arbitration.
I believe that Jonathan's view is correct. Arbitration would be great. However, the problem is there's a vested interest by landlords to use dilapidations claims as an opportunity for windfall.
Okay, well, we had a great room of clients tonight, lots of landlords, lots of tenants, and the really good thing about it was obviously hearing what they had to say so we can learn a bit from the world of business. But I think the summary that we tried to give to the room was it's a bit of a sleepy world out there in dilapidations, and we need to shake it up a bit. We need to be able to move more quickly and help both landlords and tenants get to their end